corporation or one country a world flag currency. It is a very good idea. I'm probably not the only person who thought of such an idea, but it is there together with theory to find a solution for the world. I'm all for finding solutions. I do not believe in problems, I believe in answers and solutions. So I look at the world, and they estimate the population figure 6.5 billion people. Many countries are still developing and still have very serious issues. That is not for the scope of this DVD. The scope of this DVD is anything is possible, and we can find a solution to everything. Also, I want to show this DVD. Check the time. 5 minutes. Going back to my school days, I did science and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But watching certain news programs about places in Africa and places with deserts and droughts, there is a solution. You could extract seawater from the coast, get to the coast. If I was in such a country, I live in a small island in Europe, but if I was in such a big country, I would get to the coast where there is water and fresh air and sea breeze and plant life, because plant is attracted to water obviously, and it grows around the coast, so there is a food source. So huge big countries like Africa and desert countries, Gobi deserts, I would head to the coast. You could build a pipeline system that feeds seawater into a filter system to extract the salt, which is safe to drink and safe to use. This is a little system I just want to show. This is a diagram, okay? It's a very simple diagram. It's going back to my school days, okay? And I just want to show it. What it is, it's a scientific diagram. This is a protected heating protecting glass tube filled with water. Underneath this tube, this glass cylinder, is a Bunsen burner attached to a gas mains and a flame. The Bunsen burner is lit. It heats the water. That water vaporizes and turns into steam. It goes through a tube system where it cools. That steam cools and turns back into water. That tube system is at a degree angle that is dropping to the other side. At the other side is another glass cylinder where the steam that has turned into water drops into the glass cylinder. Now on the second glass cylinder there is a gauze, and that gauze captures the salt. Also the gauze filter system inside the tube, or the gauze system that is on the first cylinder. By rights, in theory, and this has been practiced, the salt should remain in the first cylinder, the water should vaporize without the salt, cool, turn back into water and back into the other cylinder. Now this method could be condensed, modified and developed into a survival system, put into rucksacks for places like Africa and certain other countries, Gobi deserts, so people can extract salt from seawater and have safe drinking water for their survival. Also, this could be done in a bigger way with machines and self-fixing, self-assembly devices. But that is a theory. Again, watching the news and certain things, certain third world countries have a huge problem with droughts, and the weather system, the water, the clouds and the rain just goes to different areas. But the coastline, the world is 70% sea, so we could utilise that, extract the salt from the sea, they're clean, put it through a filter system and have clean, safe drinking water. So, yeah, so that's the diagram again. Okay, so excuse me, i.e. steam cools, then returns to water, trickles down the tube, collects in glass, thus safe to drink. The diagram is Bunsen burner flame, tripod, water cylinder, glass, steam, rubber cover connects to the tube, Heat the Bunsen burner, heats the water boils, turns into steam, goes up the tube, leaving the salt on the gauze or in the first cylinder, travels round, cools, steam turns back into water, trickles down into the glass tube where it turns back into water without the salt, thus extracting the salt. Method can be designed for survival rucksacks for lakes and coasty areas. Degree angles slopes down so water runs. Salt water extraction filter system. So there you go. It's a saltwater survival system. Very important, and hopefully maybe some inventor could invent some sort of system that goes into survival rucksacks, and you know, we can eradicate certain problems. There's a solution for everything. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. The time on this DVD is now come to an end. Thank you very much. This is Herbert Hexon for ZXI Corporation. Thank you very much.